Hi guys, in this video, I'll be teaching you on how to organize files using Python. Before I start this video, I recommend you watching my previous video on how to move files using Python, and then you can watch this video. Now, let's get started. So for this example, I'll be using an unsorted files folder with 4 files here: file 1 math, file 2 science, file science 4, math file 3. So the names are in random places. And then I'll be using a sorted files folder with the math and science folders. Now, let's make the program. Import OS, then from path library, import path. Then we get the files. Files equals os.list directory, and then the location of the starting folder. So let's go to the unsorted files folder. We right click on the folder, properties, we copy the location, we put it in a string, and we put the name unsorted files, and then don't forget to use /. Now we will make the code that actually organizes the files. First, we need to make 2 for loops. For I in files, then another for loop inside. For f in the range of the length of I, we'll make another variable called chunk equals I square brackets f colon f plus. Then we get the longest word in our system, which is science, and we get the amount of characters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we put 7. Now we'll make the conditions. If chunk square brackets colon 4 equals math, then path parenthesis dot rename parenthesis again. The first parenthesis we'll put the starting location, the second one is the ending location. So let's put here, going into our first unsorted files, properties, get the location, string, copy it inside, then don't forget to use /, the name of the folder, unsorted files, then more slashes, then outside of the string plus I, then we get the location of the folder we want the file to be in sorted files, math, then properties, we copy this, go here, we get a string, copy, then we put the name of the folder, and then don't forget to use /, and then outside of the string plus I. Now let's do it for the science. If chunk equals science, then we can actually just copy this here, make sure it's aligned, change the folder name to science or whatever you have there. Now I'll do some troubleshooting. If there's any problems with the capitalization, we can just do dot lower, parenthesis here. So now let's see if it works. If we tab out here, you can see all the files, and then we have the 2 folders here. When you run this program, the files in the unsorted files folder have now disappeared. Where have they gone? In their respective folders. So it's in the math folder, it has both math files, and the science folder, it has both science files. So now I'll explain to you how it works. So the files equals os.list directory lists all files in the unsorted files folder and makes it into a list. The first for loop separates all the files in the list. Then the second for loop separates all the characters in the file name, so we can scan the whole file name. So it scans the whole file name by doing this. I'll give you an example. So let's go to the math folder. let's get file1 math, all right? So first, we're asking for 4 characters. The first 4 characters that will go in is file, F-I-L-E. So that's wrong. It'll go through. The second cycle will be ILE1, which will also be wrong. So the next cycle will be LE1M, which will also be wrong. The next cycle will be E1MA, which is wrong. The next cycle is 1MAT, which is still wrong. So now the next cycle will be MATH, which is what we're looking for. So it'll go through the if condition, then we'll get the file name, and then we will transfer the file from the unsorted files folder into the sorted files math folder. So that's how you automatically sort files in Python. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you learned something new.